you made history as the first curve model on the cover of Playboy Germany. When you got that title and they told you that, how did that make you feel?
I mean, honored, obviously, honored and humbled. I don't think the Playboy was ever something that was in my view, but I think it's just something in which I'm somebody who just kind of goes with the present view. But I'm so happy that when it was presented to me in this manner during this time, I felt honored. I felt honored to be able to start to shake up things in which needed to be shaked up a long time ago, to have women see themselves represented, that you can be voluptuous and it doesn't have to be sexified. Like, I think, or subjectified. I think a lot of the times what we forget is, like, in Vogue magazine, you see, you know, a size 2 girl come out with her boobs out and it's a beautiful artful shot, but because I'm somebody who's got, you know, a double G, it has to be immediately subjectified. It's like, no honey, it can actually also be very artful and very beautiful. So
it is.
Yeah,
but can I tell you, like me, when I mean, I've been doing this for a very long time, and when I first started, I mean, you used to see the women on TV and everybody looked like they were starving themselves. I'll be very honest with you. I mean, I would go for a fitting or something like that, and there was, like, literally sometimes anxiety, like, am I gonna fit in the sample size? Oh my God, you know what I mean? And now today, to see commercials where, you know, the women are normal looking, that it's okay to have a little bit of a rollover or a curve, you know, everyone doesn't have to be a size 2. As you said, I'm so happy to see our world evolve. Like back in the day, you would have never seen a commercial with a girl with freckles. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or now for the sisters, you know, the natural hair and
yeah.
everything. So
yeah.
I'm so glad to see our world evolving. So now I want to move a little bit forward. Let's talk about your podcast. Where did you get the title? Tell us about the title of your podcast.
Well, Redefine You actually started from a self-help book I wrote myself a long
Oh, you're
time
an
ago.
author. Yes.
Well, no, I'm not an author yet. No, but no, I just, it was a book that I was writing, I would say, for myself. And it was something in which there was a period of my life where I was working through a lot of my inner child, a lot of my pasts brought me to my present. And so when, like I said, when I started the Ants Live series, it was the first thing that came to mind because it's always been something that's been dear to my heart. And Redefine You, a conversation for well-being, was more so of saying it's a conversation for well-being because well-being needs to be at the forefront of our lives just as much as our work schedules. So how do we have a conversation around what wellness is and how we make that a priority in our everyday life?
And it's also about self-acceptance as well, too, right? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, self-acceptance is something we talk a lot about on the podcast, and especially in the first episode when we speak to Dr. Dominic Sportelli, we break down, you know, what are the 3 things you can do to live in a state of self-acceptance, and that's living without judgment, tending to your emotional triggers, and building a personalized toolbox. So tending to your emotional triggers is basically identifying your emotional triggers so that when they arise, you know what you need in that moment to serve you, to hopefully be able to walk alongside it instead of allowing it to control you. Building your own personalized toolbox is making sure that you have a big toolbox. So it's not just breath work, a skincare routine, going to the spa, whatever it may be. It's having a ton of different things that you know are going to be there for you when you need it before it becomes a crisis.